Alrighty, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hairymuppet. Welcome back to another Factorio game. We will be doing something this game. I just had a false start on Factorio on the X-Split stream. It was recording, and then it recorded for like 10 seconds, and then it crapped itself, and then it started recording for another 10 seconds, and then it cut out in the middle, and I don't know what happened, so what we're just going to do is we're going to just record and see how it goes and start again. So anyway, I messed up my intro because of that stupid thing. But anyway, we've done some stuff in the past. So let's go over it. First of all, I expanded the solar panels. There are now 200 of these bad boys, which go out to about 12 megawatts, which means that we absolutely do not lose power at all during the day. Night is a different story. We get halfway through and then we drop down. We fully power up the accumulators. We just don't have enough accumulators. 32. I did the math. It's a 13/16 ratio approximately, given this blueprint. So that's 650 over 800. So 13/16, which means this is approximately 165. I think we need 165 accumulators to match 200 of these guys. Which of course we don't have. So that is going to be our goal. So I did some stuff offline. I created a whole bunch of these guys with my things, with the stuff that's been going on. Basically, once I got the solar panels up, this base has been running a lot better during the day. Still crashes at night, but during the day, it runs like absolutely beautiful. And that really has helped with creating all of these different components and stuff. So it only took me a couple of hours to get the materials, or even less than that. But yeah, crafted them all, did the research. So we've got Mr. Batteries unlocked. Where are the stupid things? There we go. Energy accumulators are unlocked. I also unlocked the gas steam cracking thing. So we got this recipe, methanol and steam. And I also unlocked the electric boiler. As I thought this would be a good idea, because then I don't have to use coal to generate steam. I can just whack this down and it'll generate steam basically for free. You just got to put water into it. I thought this was a good idea. I didn't read the fine print. Energy consumption 1.5 megawatts. Screw that for a joke, okay? 1.5 megawatts versus one piece of coal. Yeah. I do not know if that's going to be worth it. I mean, we got enough power. We can go up to 12 megawatts during the day. So we got enough. But still, I mean, power is still something that we're a little bit worrisome about. So I'm still not sure I'm ever going to be using electric boilers, because I'm backing up pretty nicely on this. So they might be okay to use those. So anyway, what we're going to do today is we're going to be getting that stuff going. So basics is going to be... So we're going to start here. Methanol gas in one of these bad boys, which is a thing. So let's just go get some generic sort of bits and pieces. So we need some basic circuits. Boom. There's 4,600 basic circuits. Okay. Not going to get level 2s, because I probably could. If I figured out how to make clay bricks, I could do that, but we're not going to do that. Let's just do a setup over here, which is going to be getting, because we need this stuff, but I'm not going to do the setup over there. That seems a bit cramped, and well, you know what, we do need to automate this stuff, don't we? So maybe it does make sense to be over here. Okay. All right. Methanol gas. Okay. Hopefully we don't need too much other crazy stuff. I seem to be crafting pretty fast. Did have the crafting modifier speed set to 100 when I was building the science, because I was like, well, I'm offline and nobody will know I did it, so it's all good. Yeah, but yeah. Oh, I can only do. Let's get a fast inserter, because that's just painful. 920. There we go. 100 methanol. Takes its sweet time though. 30 seconds. Okay, we don't need a fast inserter after all. We can get a slow inserter there, because that is, yeah, that's a long time. So that's 100 methanol there. We're just going to have one going for now. Synthesis propane. which uses this guy, steel. So we get some steel. I think we got some steel here. Let's just get one stack. And steam cracker. And see, the problem with doing it over here is getting some coal, because we need coal for the boiler. We can slip some over here, I guess. Okay. Now, still a little bit away from this guy, but I think that's okay. You got a bunch backed up at the moment, so I feel like it should be okay. Out of belts. Anyway, did we build that steam cracker? Why do I sound like such a bogan when I say that? I do not know, but it's just there's some Aussie in me that makes me say things like that, and sometimes I just can't help it. So yeah, please just try and be understanding about that, please. Okay, so let's get boiler. Okay. And then the steam cracker, so I don't sound like a complete donkey's ass when I say it. All right, that's good. Give us some pipes. Don't have any pipes. Well, don't have any of those pipes anyway. Let's get some of these pipes going. Water pump. Hopefully this will be enough. Good thing about steam is you only use as much as you need, so hopefully that should be fine. Generate a bunch of steam. If we turn this around like that, we get rid of this stupid power pole, it should be good. There we go. There's some methanol. And we got the propane, and we got residual gas. And that'll run slow, because this thing is freaking slow as. We might need more than one of these, but I don't know. We'll see how we go. We will see how we go. So now, propane. Liquid plastic requires another liquefier. And this one just requires an assembly machine. So, we should have assembly machines. Yep. And a liquefier. Yep. We'll build a couple more of those. And we might do something interesting over here with these liquefiers. Let's do something interesting over here with these liquefiers. Let's get 3 of them working properly. So 2, not enough room. Not enough room to squeeze them in there. Okay, so all you need is the bits and the bobs. Always running out of stuff. At least I got plenty of iron and copper and all of that sort of stuff. Okay, so going to need a bunch of this as well. All right. Right. Okay, like that. Nope, not like that. Huh. That might be a bit tight. I can always put it there. That's a good idea. Don't need to do anymore. Wow, we built a ton of those things. Okay. Now we're going to have to put an underground here because this thing is just too close to this pipe, so we can't underground the pipe, unfortunately. I think that's the first time I've ever done that. Undergrounded a belt so a pipe could go through. Usually it's the other way around. But anyway, you guys are going to be my methanol things. Hopefully this belt is fast enough to support all of these. I mean, it's 60 every 30 seconds, or 2 per second. Yeah, that's the belt is definitely fast enough to support that. And it's 1.5, so we need 3 per second, but it's still fast enough. Alrighty. We do have a clarifier. It's good. Okay. So that'll go in there. I don't know what we need that crap for, but for now we're just going to get rid of it. And then we need our last liquefier to be doing that. And this is pretty fast. 10 every 2 seconds. This guy, where's the other bit? Uses up 40 every 2 seconds. And this guy produces 10 every 2 seconds. And this guy produces 80 every 2 seconds. Okay, so we need 2 of these, I guess. Let's get another one. Don't know why we're worrying too much about ratio, but I do need a lot of this stuff. So it's probably not a bad idea to worry too much about ratio. Or to worry about ratio, I guess I should say. So let me have a look. You need to be hooked up to something, don't you? Okay. So you make 10 every 2 seconds at a 1.5, and you use 40 every 2 seconds. But this is going to be slow as. Oh, you can't make it in the basic. You need the yellows, apparently. Okay. All right. So we're going to have to research the yellows then. That's not going to be too hard. No, I don't think that's going to do it. No, we need this one. 80. 80 red. Let's just make it in a machine. Do we want to make it in a machine? Or do we want to handcraft it? We can't handcraft it, we got the copper. Okay, just look away from the screen for a sec. I'm going to use my magical speedy uppy thing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, just pretend you didn't see that, alright? Half. I could magically speed up research, but I'm not going to. Because, you know, I'm an honest player and I don't cheat like that. I don't do those things that make the game easier and I'm an honest player. Absolutely an honest player. So let's have a look. 10 every 2 seconds. So that's 5 per second. And we've got to remember that this is a 1.5 and this is going to be a 0.75. So 10 every 2, 5 per, so that's a total of 10 per second. And that's a total of 20 per second if we, is that right? And this uses 40. But 40 every 2 seconds, so 20 every second. Okay, so we just need one of these machines. And we can see it scooching along there. Is that actually a... It outputs liquid plastic. So that tells me... Yes, it is pipe-based. Okay. So we put an assembly machine down here. 1 potato, 2 potato. How much does that output again? 4. 4 every 2 seconds. Hopefully this guy's fast enough. Hopefully. And then we can start to make tons of assemblies. I actually like this plastic recipe. Compared to previous Angels, it's not too bad. This would be like a 10-step process in Angels. And here it's only like a 5-step process. So it almost feels like we're having a holiday. Oh my god. Yes, I can make it straight away as well. Thank God for all of these. I've had like 200 of these built up just offline. Because I could. And so I did. Okay. Plastic. Yes, there we go. Excellent. No, not quite. Not quite fast enough. There we go. So, now we need to start building these guys, which require batteries. Oh, that's right. That's what we need to do. Lead. Can we build it in here? We're rapidly running out of room in here. Or maybe we can still fit it in. Sulfuric acid. Oh god, that's going to be a bit of a stretch. That is going to be a bit of a stretch to pipe that up there. But pipe it up we will. You're broken already, are you? Oh, of course you are. This thing is not running very fast. Where's my loader? Oh, 150 green science. Screw that for a joke. Let's just get... You are feeding 3 guys, so now you need to be faster. Hopefully that's fast enough. I can't remember what the ratio is for these guys over these guys. I got a thing here that tells me it's 0.8 to 2.3, so it's not quite 3 times as fast. But that's still pretty fast. That's pretty good. So that should hopefully keep these guys mostly done. So what we do is put this power pole over there. And the spaghetti will continue. Will continue forever and ever and ever. Okay. Let's just hack that a little bit. That's fine. And then we put these guys. Boom, boom. Bah, boom, boom. There we go. Sulfuric acid. When I give it batteries, it will now have those things that I tell it to have. Oh, can we put this pole anywhere else? Oh, we don't even need that pole there. That's fine. Okay. Whoa. That is just power running out. That's fine. So, lead. Let's just dump a whole lot of lead in there. And now you should be making me batteries. 5 seconds. Ah. That's a long time. Considering how many do we need? 5. So that's 25 seconds. Although this goes pretty fast. So about 20 seconds per accumulator. That is going to be an offline deal. We're going to leave that offline. How's our landfill doing? This guy's been doing a pretty good job. 2.4k, 1k for each. These guys really do like to push it. I think I came at some point just before I built these up and there was like 10k in every single chest. It was like 30k or something like that. It was amazing. So I don't think landfill is really going to be a problem anymore. Especially once we start tuning these up and really getting them running, we can just build so much landfill. It was actually harder to get landfill when I was going on my original Bob's Angels setup. Way back, the one that I didn't actually cast before I was casting. But then again, that one, I didn't really need to landfill that much, so maybe it wasn't a problem. Okay, so we need 4 more. I feel like 4 more to make this nice and even. And then we can start copying and pasting that, which would be nice. But yes, our aim is to get 150 or so, which is nice. Okay, so 18 minutes. I feel like we should be doing some other stuff here. I feel like what I want to do is start doing ores a little bit better, a little bit more properly. And that means that we're going to once again pull out the sorting places, definitely. And we're also going to start working towards the casting. So we've got these 3, which I need to research. So we'll start with copper. We already did iron at some point, but we'll get some copper going on there. And we'll get this guy going with some good old-fashioned doing it properly, getting the things in there and throwing stuff in there and making sure that we don't do anything dodgy like cheating in resources, because that would just be so bad to start doing that sort of stuff, especially when we got I think we've got a really solid, reliable history of not cheating at all in this game, of doing everything properly. Yeah, okay, so what do we need? You are 50, the other 2 are 50, that's 150. Let's just put 200 and 400 because I can't be bothered splitting that shit up. Okay, so that'll give us some science, and we can just let those guys slow tick. But we can set them up anyway. I haven't built any of these guys that I need yet. Stone. Have we started running out of stone? I got a decent amount of stone in my backpack. We haven't built any for ages. Ages. You're not really backed up? You're a little bit backed up. These guys are fully backed up. Okay. Let's get a set up here to grab us some stone. Just so we have some stone. And I feel like this guy can afford to spit off some extra stone. So, stone. There we go. That'll give us a bit of stone. And still, since I only got one inserter here and two up there, it should still favour the mineralized water pretty heavily. We're not running out of mineralized water. No, these guys are backed up to the rafters. Look at all that shit. Yeah. They are fine. They are absolutely fine. We're not using a lot of coal, I think, which is why these guys are backed up. We're not using it for power usage. These guys, obviously these are the things that are really slowing it down, so this is not going to use a lot of coal because it's not needed. Oh, my voice is starting to go. That's not good. Anyway, let's get a drink real quick. Alrighty, there we go. Ah, that's so beautiful. Yeah, natural mineral water, it seems like it's almost too fizzy when you first open it, so you need to get it a little bit flatter before you can start just guzzling it down, but yeah, still, it's alright. So, here's the thing, right? If we're going to start to sort stuff, we're going to need a better system. And the better system is going to involve loaders. Let's just say that straight off. The better system is going to involve loaders, because loaders are awesome, and warehouses are awesome, and yes. Now, this is where pain starts to be a thing, because getting a system with warehouses and loaders and trying to make sure that you don't end up with like running out of iron, but you've got like 50 billion copper lying around, that sort of crap, is where you start to get into trouble. It really, really is. But there's not a lot you can really do about that. What I usually end up doing is I end up late game going for other stuff. Where is it? Oh, let me see if I can find it. Like this. Like you produce 4 iron ore from 2 crushed sapphirite and 2 crushed javolite. Now, usually this is a bit of a pain, because getting cretinium and getting javolite is a pain in the ass. But here it's less of a pain in the ass, because we can do stuff. Let me have a look. Can we do stuff? Can this produce? So we can crystallize to those 4. Can we crystallize to crotinum and javolite? Because if we can, here we go. Crotinum and javolite. So that's fairly straightforward. We can make that shit easy. So maybe that's what we'll do. A long-term solution is, so all of these are going to take 25, 25, 25, 25, 25. And then what we do is we give them to the sorting facility and we say, sort them. So what we do is we have, for each mineral, for each thing, for iron, we would have 2 of these guys, one for blah and the other for blah, javolite or whatever it is. And then we sort it out, get the crushed, sort it into straight up iron ore. And then that's it, iron ore. Iron ore is dependent on that. We don't have mixing problems. We don't have problems where we got too much copper, so iron shuts down because these guys give both iron and copper. We don't have any of that sort of bullshit going on. And I believe we still got... we might actually get a better ratio out of it, because for each... Well, let's have a look. So this is 2 to 2, but then when we sort it, where's our sorting recipe? When we sort it is the problem, because we sort this and we get crushed sapphirite, so we go 4 down to 3. Because this slag. I'm not sure what the ratio is with the slag. 5, so this multiplied by 10, and then it's straightforward, and then 25 down to 1? Really? So 1 slag is worth 10 of this stuff, disregarding the fact that you've got to reprocess it with coal, and so it's worth 10 of that stuff, but you need 25 of this to get 1. That's terrible. That actually, I just realized how terrible that is, because you get a slag and the slag just goes down in value by a huge amount. Like, oh my god, never realized how terrible that is. But 1 slag is not equivalent to 1 copper ore. 1 slag is like 10 out of 25. It's like 40% when you reprocess it back in the same system. So yeah, screw that for a joke. So we're going to move towards the multi-sorting things, and that's what we're going to have eventually set up for pretty much everything, I think. Nickel and all of these, they need chunks and stuff like that, so we can start chunking stuff. But yeah, all of these. Can we get silver? I really want to get... Yeah, so we can get silver. But yes, all of these things are going to be done. And since they require crystals and stuff like that, we can completely separate these. We don't need to mix them. Oh, we can get uranium ore directly. Sweet as. I was a bit worried about uranium. And tungsten we can get, and titanium. So all this is how we're going to getting all of this stuff. Is this advanced ore refining stuff, which is awesome. Let's have a look. How many batteries we got? Because we wanted to get 4, didn't we? So 4 is 20 bats. And we got 86. That's a decent amount. So give me some accumulators. See how slow that is? I am definitely not cheating. Maybe we'll cut this episode short, because I feel like ripping all this down and moving it around and getting all that stuff over is kind of something that it'll push this out to be like a 40-minute episode, 45, which is not a bad thing, but I don't want to be rushing it and trying to get it done by the end of the video. I kind of want to take my time a little bit, sort of get it done a little bit more properly. Yeah, we need to wait for this research to be done anyway, so yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and, yeah, let's end the video here. Make it a nice short one. 27 minutes is a short video. It is for me. All right. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you guys soon. We'll let the batteries run in the background, and meanwhile, we will just, next episode, we'll start to move this stuff across and get some initial sorting facilities. Not with the great sorting yet, that we've just talked about, but with the decent sorting and loaders. And I might get loaders researched between this episode and next episode, because I feel like that's a thing that I would really like to have by next episode. So I will see you guys in just a bit. Stay tuned.